Today's the last day of the RTR, and it's open house day for the 22-foot and under motorhomes, vans, trailers, that kind of thing. So I'll check them out here. There's already starting a line up here, and they're not supposed to get started till 10. They talked me into putting my van in there, so I got it sitting there. So.
Yeah, it looks really clean. Looks like you just finished it.
Thank you. But no, I used to actually tow my motorcycle in it.
Yeah, I see the tie downs.
Yeah, but I have arthritis in my feet now, so I can't ride anymore. So I had to get rid of my bike.
I rode motorcycles for years, and I've got balance issues, and I figured I didn't want to be that guy.
Yes.
The old man that rides until he falls
air
off.
conditioner.
Oh, yeah.
So I went ahead and quit riding you.
Very nicely done.
Yeah.
So I had a gold wing and rode all over the country with it.
Oh my gosh, how awesome that would be. I had, I flinched. Yeah, no, switching gears. I'm like, oh no,
No flinch,
Not doing that
shifting
anymore.
gears?
Well, because I have arthritis in my feet.
Okay. Not homeless. I like that.
Yeah, I just did one for somebody else.
So what's the name of your website? I mean your YouTube?
Just my name dash Arizona.
Okay, there it is. So let's see. Now you built this out from another camper, or
No, it
wasn't?
was gutted when I bought it. It had the top on it, and it had the awning.
Okay.
But it had, and one of the reasons why I bought it, what I did is because I wanted one I could stand up in,
Right. That'd be me too.
and I also wanted one. Probably the two big reasons why I bought it when I did, on site. Basically, I decided I wanted to buy it on site, and the top was one, and the fact it wasn't white. I just have this thing against white vans. I don't like white vans.
You know,
I wanted something a different color.
My van, I wish it was white.
Do you really?
Because ours is that dark color,
Yeah.
and in the summertime, it is like a toaster oven. It could be 50 degrees outside, it'll be 110 in there.
Yeah, this one gets a little bit warm sometimes in
Yeah.
the summer, and I try to handle that by elevation, getting away from
Yeah,
hot-
so you don't have air
hot
conditioning,
weather.
but yeah.
Yeah, I don't. This one's super simple. I kept it as simple as it possibly could when I built it. The bed is made out of a desk. The kitchen's made out of a desk, and I bought it
Oh,
both
really?
from the Habitat store.
Nice.
The bed platform was a $25 desk with 6 locking drawers.
Oh wow.
And you
It
can't
already
even buy a
had
sheet of plywood for that.
the locks on them there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I put those on.
Oh, you
I
put those
put
on.
those on this desk.
Oh, okay, so different.
But
one.
this is my kitchen. It's also my dining table, and it's also, I can use it as a desk if I want to.
Oh yeah.
I cook with a single burner butane stove,
Right.
and so I can cook either inside or outside.
Very
For a
nice.
sink, I use a stainless steel salad bowl, so I can do it inside or outside.
Right.
And I had to make the desk 9 inches wider over the wheel well and 20 inches longer, so
Oh,
it
so
would
that-
fit a twin extra long mattress.
So that is a kind of a long desk there.
And underneath the end there's a porta potty.
Okay, well you
and so-
got it set up. Yeah, that's all you really need.
And
And
I'm
you're
not full time, so I don't have
Okay.
it set up like a house.
Yeah, we're not either. We used to be full time
And-
for a while there, but we didn't.
Well, so I got it set up more like a motel room than I do like a house.
Very nice, very nice. So what was this van originally?
It was originally a conversion van.
Conversion
It originally
van.
had the mounts for 2 more of these seats right here.
Oh, I
underneath
see.
the floor.
Yeah, it's kind of like ours. It had 4
Yeah.
seats originally. Yeah.
And then I think it had the fold-down couch. It was gone by the time I got it.
Oh, okay.
It was gutted when I got it. It only had these 2 seats. And so I messed around with it for a while trying to decide what I was going to do with it.
Right.
And then this is the configuration I came up with, and I've been using it for 8 years this way without changing it.
Very nice. Yeah. That's cool. No mechanical problem with the engine.
Oh yeah, it had,
Oh,
yeah.
you
I'm an
have-
old gearhead. I got a garage full of tools.
Oh, you do. Okay.
Yeah, if this, I only gave $1,400 for it.
Oh, wow.
And right now, as it sits, after all these years, I still only got about 5,000 in it.
Wow. That's
And
great. Yeah.
but I'm an old gearhead, and I got a garage full of tools.
Yeah.
And I had to have take the motor apart, and it's had quite a few issues. If somebody would have bought this and had to take it to a mechanic to have all that work done on it, it would put them in the poorhouse.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But I'm able to do that myself. So
Yeah,
that's-
mechanic stuff just crazy nowadays. Yeah.
Well, anymore, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to mechanic for a living way back in the day.
Oh, you did.
And then I'm a retired firefighter now. I
Oh
spent
yeah,
40
I see it on the
I
firefighter.
spent 44 years in one capacity or another in the fire service.
So what do you think about the California fires?
It's inevitable.
Yeah, because of the way they
No,
don't clear the
all
underbrush
it-
and all that.
All it took was the wind blowing a particular way and the fire starting in a particular spot. and it was absolutely anybody
can't stop
anybody
it.
that's been in the fire service for very long absolutely knew that was going to happen someday.
Oh, okay. The right combination of wind and
Yeah, when you got 100-mile-an-hour winds, you
Yeah.
can't get in front of it.
yeah, it looks like it's going to be an arson type thing, but
Well, and let me just say this about that. If somebody wants to cause maximum damage with minimum amount of effort as a terrorist, is that a good way to do it or not?
one match, it's all cost you. Yeah.
Yep, yep. That's all it takes. A little bit of knowledge of fire behavior, waiting for the conditions to be
Yeah.
right, and set a fire, and it'll go through like it went through Pacific Palisades, like poop through a goose,
Yeah.
and right onto the ocean. The ocean's the only thing to stop it.
Okay, well, thanks, Chuck. Tell me your website, your YouTube.
Okay, my YouTube channel is Chuck Jacobs Arizona,
Arizona. Okay.
and I just call it an old man channel, and it's because I'm interested in a whole lot of different things, and some of the stuff on there you might find a bit fringy.
Yeah.
So you certainly are welcome to believe whatever you want to believe.
Hey, I'm a fringy guy, man. I'll tell you. I even believe in UFOs. So, hey. Okay. Well,
All
thank
right.
you.
All right.
I'll do a quick around the outside
Oh,
here.
absolutely. I'm in the process of painting it, so I'm sanding on it.
Oh, you are.
That's
Okay.
why it looks so rough.
Okay, makes sense.
I'm
Are
going
you
to roll
gonna-
it with tractor paint.
Oh, you're gonna roll. Oh, I've seen some of those tractor paint, kind of a
I
rough
did that on-
texture. It
I
looks
did that
pretty
on a
good.
travel trailer, and it worked out just fine. So I'm going to try it on this.
Nice. Yeah, that's gonna look good. Kind of a dull black or something like that.
I'm going to use a color called Massey Ferguson Gray.
Oh, okay.
And if you do tractor paint, I'll give you a little hint. If you do tractor paint, do Rust-Oleum tractor paint because it has a hardener in it and it works a lot better than the other brands. Don't be, even though it's a little more expensive, don't be tricked into using a cheaper brand.
Okay, is that the same as like the bed liner type stuff, or?
You know, I looked into that,
Yeah.
and actually I got a price on having this thing shot with bed liner, but they want $5,000 to do it.
Oh man.
And I've only got $5,000.
Yeah, you double the cost.
Yeah, so I would have loved to do that.
Yeah.
And I thought about doing it myself, and because you can buy the do-it-yourself kits and stuff. But
Right.
I was afraid I'd screw it up.
Yeah.
But I can roll this for less than $100, and if I
Nice.
mess it up, it's 34 years old.
Yeah.
So what does it matter?
Right. Re-roll it or whatever.
Yeah,
touch
do
it up or
sand
something.
it
Yeah.
off again and redo it.
Okay. Thanks, Chuck.
All right, thank you, my friend.
Okay, you bet. Oh, Chuck there is a nice guy, and we'll see what else we got down the road here. Hello. There's the smart car there. She's back. She lives in that smart car. I interviewed her. That's pretty amazing. Now here's an interesting rig here. Boy, he's got the solar panels. Check this one out here. It's a Toyota. And kind of a pop-up camper-like thing on here. Oh, very nice. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. I've got a YouTube channel. Do you mind being on the tube?
No, I don't mind at all.
Okay.
You can watch my YouTube channel.
Okay. Well, tell me your
Well,
YouTube.
my name's Lance Smith,
Lance.
and
Okay.
I have an Instagram. YouTube channel is coming, but my Instagram is High Mileage Life.
High mileage life. Okay.
And I have been living out of this vehicle. But my third year began in December.
Wow.
So I'm full-time.
Full
on the
time.
road.
I like it. Yeah. So you can stand up completely
Yeah,
in there,
this
of course.
This is called the Go Fast Camper.
Oh, it
so
is?
from the bed rails up, it's one unit, and it's designed so that it's got a removable floor in 3 pieces.
Oh.
I can put the floor in. I can leave it out.
Oh, so the whole bed's up in there.
Yep, it's just pieces. So there's a.
Or you could sleep down here.
And
if
I
you need
I
to,
usually sleep down here in the wintertime or in bad weather
instead of putting it up.
instead of putting it up.
Listen to the canvas flap.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, you're in a tent. But I've
You
got a
even got a
diesel heater,
key?
so I can stay
Yeah.
warm and dry. I've got a refrigerator. I've got everything. You know?
Very nice.
It's worked out very well for me.
Yeah, it is nice. Do a little walk around here and
Sure thing.
check it out. Got your extra water here.
Yeah,
or-
now this of course is only outside when I'm camped. You know, it goes
Oh,
inside when
right.
I'm driving. But it's just
Oh, a little portable
yeah,
tank there.
it's what do they call this? Water port.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's about 4 gallons.
Very nice. And you got it on a Tacoma, very reliable off-road rig. My brother's got one.
Absolutely. Yeah. I don't have it here, but I've got Starlink, and I've got
Oh,
an
you do?
e-bike, and I've got.
Yeah, my nephew was start thinking about getting the Starlink because he has the Sprinter van.
I really, really like it.
Oh, you do?
It's a little expensive. For
Yeah.
me, it's 165.
Now, he was saying, can't you stop it for 1 month
Yes,
and then
you
go
can.
on? Yeah, okay, so
can.
that's good.
You could stop it for a couple months.
Because we only travel like 2 or 3 months at a time. I wouldn't want to have it all year for nothing.
No. I'm sure you can suspend the service. But it's been great because of course I can make Wi-Fi phone calls.
Yeah.
So I can be in the middle of absolutely nowhere and make a phone call.
Yeah, that's a good safety thing there. Huh?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You
If I
bet.
ever break down 40 miles from pavement, I can get a tow truck.
All right. Okay, what was your first name again?
Lance.
My Lance and my Mike. So if you look up this one, you can see my YouTube channel there. And I'll,
WG70 radio.
yeah, and then I'll subscribe to you when you get a YouTube channel there.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't
I
do
did-
much on Instagram, but I do have an account there. But
I've got about 5 videos in the can right now. I want to get a few more so I can have a backlog.
right there you go. Okay, looking forward to your adventures.
All right, thank you very much.
Take care, Lance. Name?
So my name is Keith Passmore.
Keith Pathmore.
I'm from Tennessee, and
Tennessee. Okay.
I've been living in this van that I've built myself for 3 years now.
Oh, okay.
And I've done 65,000 miles in the van,
Wow.
gone all over the United States.
Nice.
I actually prefer living in this to a site built to a stationary house now.
Oh, really?
The times I stay in somebody else's house or a motel or something like that, I actually dislike it because you have to walk so far to get
Yeah,
from the bed to
right.
the toilet.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, whereas here, everything I need is just in this nice, efficient
Oh, yeah,
space.
just a few steps away, you got to do whatever you need to do. Yeah, I
And
know
the
that.
thing that I did that's different from most people is I did the 80-20 extruded aluminum framing.
Oh, okay.
And this is expensive. However, it is much safer than the typical wood-built construction.
Right.
So this is a cargo van and it actually has welded hard points in the side. And so this side rail is bolted directly into those hard points.
Oh, I see.
And then that allows me to put vertical members wherever I need.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
So it makes the whole fabrication and assembly, much more straightforward.
Very nice. Yeah, it's like all your cabinets are all aluminum and all that. And,
And the other thing that I did is that when I was, doing the research for this, what I saw was that the upper cabinets that people built usually were not very functional. They tend to be too small, and people would put things in them, but you couldn't use the whole volume. And so they put an awful lot of effort into making these upper cabinets without an awful lot of return. So what I decided was I was going to use.
can I come in there?
Please. Totes.
haven't launched it yet. I'm going to get a few more videos in the can.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna use a totes. Oh, I see.
So by using these totes, that allows me to use all of this volume.
Wow. That's a
And
really good idea.
It
yeah.
keeps things organized and clean. So by living in here full time for 3 years, one of the things you learn is just how messy we are.
Yeah, I know it.
And really,
Me too.
think about it. You're going from a house into a van, and so all the stuff that you do in that house
Right.
is now in the van. So I do all my cooking here.
Yeah.
So I'm generating all this mess, and then our skin and clothing, and
Oh yeah, the Arizona dust.
So keeping things neat is essential for keeping things clean.
Yeah.
What happens is
I could learn a lesson from that.
about once a year I just wipe off the tops
Oh, okay.
of this.
Yeah.
But other than that, it keeps all things nice and clean. There's my coffee.
Yeah, it keeps it dust out of that. Yeah, that's a good idea.
The other
Very
thing
ingenious.
that I've done that I really like are the LED light strips.
Yeah.
So you see this one up here,
Right.
and I actually have 5 of them in here. There's one along there. And these newer
bright.
ones have a higher density of the LEDs. So
Yeah.
instead of seeing the separate LEDs,
Yeah, you see this one stripe. Yeah.
so it's more like a fluorescent tube,
Yeah, neat,
but
yeah.
it's really low current. It doesn't produce heat. It produces really great light. They're on dimmers, so you
Oh,
can
okay.
adjust the light level.
Nice.
And they're cheap, so like $14 or $15 a piece.
Yeah, I can't beat
And they
that,
go
yeah.
up very easily. And so the other thing, since there's such a diffuse light, you don't have the shadows.
Right.
So I really like having a nice,
It's nice to have it dim towards night, and then you can actually sleep without a bunch of bright lights in your eyes.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, well then there's your electrical system down there. Are you lithium or?
So yeah, I actually, so I have 2 lithium-ion batteries, the Marine 300 amp hour batteries.
Okay.
Also 2 inverters, 2 chargers. So I actually have 2 electrical systems. I have a driver's side system and a passenger side system.
Okay.
So I did military hardware for a while.
Oh, you did?
And so I'm looking for robustness and redundancy.
Yeah.
And
A
so
backup system. Yeah.
my mission statement when I built this thing was I wanted to be able to get to remote locations and be able to stay there for extended periods of time.
Okay.
And that drove everything that I did in terms of the capacity and that type of stuff. If you're building a van that you're only going to take to the lake, for a weekend,
Right.
so a couple times a year, then you do things very differently.
Oh, yeah,
You
for
wouldn't need to do
Yeah.
all this type of
Oh,
stuff.
you're living in here, yeah. So you got solar up on top, or?
No.
Oh, you don't?
So I actually didn't have any solar at all for the first year or two. I do all my charging either off grid or off the engine.
Oh, yeah.
So I have 2 chargers that can pull 50 amps and push them into the batteries. And that gives me almost all the stuff I need. I did add some solar panels, portable, not on the ceiling. And I've already destroyed 2 of those in 2 years.
Oh,
The wind
The
flips
wind
them
catches
over, and they
Yeah.
break, and so once again, my point is this is a very harsh environment, and things they just fail, and you have to it helps to put your build together, knowing that you're going to have to replace things.
right.
So one of the big problems that people have is when the water pump fails. Typically, the water pump is in a really awkward location.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you got to stand on your
Mine
head.
is on a plinth right there. I can replace my
Oh,
water
yeah.
pump
Oh, yeah.
in 10 minutes.
Isn't it nice?
And, I've had 3 water pumps in here. So the
Yeah,
water
I
pumps
usually
fail.
carry a spare water pump just in case.
Same here. Same here. Because, so even though I don't have a toilet, I do have running water. And the times that the water pump has failed and I've had to go to a different method, it's been just such a royal pain. And so you kind of have to decide for yourself, what are the things you can live without and what are the things that you really want. For me, I really want running water.
Yeah.
It just makes things so much easier.
Yeah, like this deep sink there.
Yeah, and I do all my own cooking, and so I have all that cleaning to do. Other people will do, microwave and frozen food. If you do that, well, then you don't need as much water. You don't need a sink and stuff like that.
So it don't look like you even have a microwave. You got like a convection oven there or something, isn't it?
So I had this only about 2 months ago, and so I did all my cooking on induction in frying pans.
Oh, there you go.
But yeah, a couple of months ago, I decided I wanted to have toast occasionally.
Yeah.
And so I add this here. Now, when I get back
Well, it
to
fits
my
there good.
when I get back to my home base, I'm gonna modify this because I didn't plan
Right.
for all this, but I'm gonna be able to just change a few pieces and have this fit in there
Good.
properly.
Solid, yeah. Very good. So what, you have a YouTube channel
Yeah.
there?
Yeah. So
Okay, I'll get that card and I'll subscribe to you and.
So on the back is a
that-
QR
put that
code
one there.
that goes to my YouTube channel, and that film right there is essentially an overview of what I did my first year in the van.
Nice.
And I fly drone, and so you see all New Mexico and Florida and
Nice.
Washington and that kind of thing. I've actually have hummingbirds flying around inside my van.
Oh, that'd be funny.
But the other thing is, on my channel, I also have a time lapse video of my build, so you can see how I actually built this.
That could be interesting.
So, for example, one of the things that you can't see, but there are 4 layers of this material in the ceiling.
The reflective stuff, or
Well, it's not Reflectix. It's actually an automotive material that's intended for sound insulation.
I see.
But it's actually very good for thermal
Sure,
also. And so what I did is I'm using the methodology of multiple thin layers. So like I said, there's 4 layers of this in the ceiling.
Okay, right. Yeah.
There's 2 in between the ribs, and there's 2 over the ribs.
Okay.
So not only do I have 4 of these layers, I also have a dead airspace.
Yeah, the airspace is very important. Yeah.
And then after I added the cedar ceiling, I decided I was going to put a blanket on top of that. So I've added even more insulation on the inside.
In the wintertime, it's important. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the summer too. You don't have air conditioning, obviously, but.
No.
Okay. Well, what's your first name again?
Keith.
Keith. Okay, I'm Mike, and thanks for the tour.
Sure.
And,
Glad to have.
you'll see it on my YouTube channel, and I'll subscribe to yours.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, here's the outside. Keith's rig. Well, you got a vent mounted vertically there.
This is an example of turning lemons into lemonade.
Yeah.
So actually the glass in here shattered.
Oh, okay. That's why you got the plywood on there.
And, you know, I didn't want, my initial build, I didn't have a fan in the roof.
Right.
I didn't want to do that for
Oh,
reasons. But once this glass shattered about a year ago, it's like, all right, well, I got this hole I didn't have to cut, so might as well make use of it.
Sure.
And I really like having the fan in the rear like this,
Yeah.
because I can open it when it's raining.
Right.
And it blows right on me when I'm sleeping.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So,
Double duty.
It's something to think about, is that you don't have to put the exhaust fan in the roof. You can put it in the side
Yeah.
if you have.
Never really thought of that. Yeah. I like the white color because our van is dark, and oh man, in the summertime, it is a toaster oven.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Thanks again.
You're welcome.
Well, there's one more vans and campers come in here, so I'm gonna go down the line and check out some of these and see what they got going.
They have buses on one day and motorhomes on another day. Big trailers. This is
The Weld, that's a unique camper. I'll have to look at that one later. Maybe you can show me inside. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, that's neat.
Hey, doggy. He's a friendly doggy.
It didn't work, but
Well, we got Ram ProMasters. There's a shuttle bus. Everything's supposed to be under 22 foot today, so they kind of got them classified. This is the last day of the show, so. That's a nice camper there on that rig. Here's a new Jeep that came in here. Amazing what they can get in a Jeep. Where's this extended cab one there?
belts and everything.
Hi. Can I take a video?
Yeah, you do whatever you want.
Okay. Well, got that built out nice. Got that built out nice. You can get an induction cooktop there, huh?
I do, because I don't have to worry about breeze, don't have to worry about a cleanup, because this thing doesn't get hot,
Nice.
and don't have to worry about altitude. But I've got a backup on propane, just in case.
Oh, just in case, yeah. I'll let you continue setting up there, and I'll
Oh, yeah.
come back later. Well, the parking lot's getting full of all kinds of vans and rigs. Quite a little event, I must say, this RTR.
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah, are you at the end there?
Yeah, down there next to the bunk. Yeah.
Sweet, dude.
Oh, this is nice.
It's not home inside.
I love it. This is
Let's see if we can see the inside the whale. This your whale? Okay, did you design it?
Yes, my husband.
All right. You mind being on video?
Yeah.
You okay?
My English is a little bit.
Well, my foreign languages are hardly none, so. Can I poke my camera inside there?
Yes.
Okay, let's look inside the whale here. Oh, that's all nice woodwork in there. Even got a birdhouse on the outside. That's neat. Wow. That is really well built. Nice. Got your cook stove there. Lots of storage down here. Yeah, you wouldn't even think it looks like a whale on the outside. But very nice. So your husband built it for you?
9 years ago. He made 9 years ago.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes.
So you and him to go in it, or?
Yes.
Okay.
But we are together 1 year ago.
Oh, okay. Well, it was pretty unique. Well, thank you. Good. The Whale Biz. I Will Biz. Let's have a website there. The Whale. Got my bicycle out there, my little recumbent electric. Several people asking me about that, but it's a fun little guy. Well, let's see what else is going on down this way. This one here is pretty amazing. Looks like a little apartment or something in here, all built into a cargo trailer. So well done. Now here's a shuttle bus. A lot of people do those. Boy, he's got solar panels on the top. He's got to have at least 1,000 watts up there or more. Then he's got a little whizzer bike on the side. How you doing?
I'm good. You're my neighbor.
Yeah, that's right. Won't you be my neighbor? It's a Swin Whizzer. Kind of one of those kits, I guess.
And I have to park on the hills facing south.
So how many watts you got up there?
1,580 watts.
Oh, 15. Wow. And what's your batteries?
560 amp hours.
Of lithiums?
Lithium.
Nice.
24 volt system.
Very good.
So what do you got, like 280 amp batteries?
I got 4 280 amp batteries running a series parallel.
Can I look inside? Or?
Yeah, there's a guy.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll wait then. Okay, I got waved in to see the shuttle bus here, so. Okay. Wow, you got a whole cabinet of collectibles. Holy moly. This is quite the deal.
I'm a collector.
Yeah,
I collect a lot.
You got a YouTube channel or anything, or?
Outdoors Dreadhead. Outdoors with an S.
Okay. And I've
Dreadhead.
got mine, Whiskey Golf 7 Delta, so if you don't mind being on mine.
No, I don't mind.
Okay.
I wouldn't be out here if I mind.
Right. That's a neat table there. Wow.
That was my grandmother's coffee table.
Oh, really?
And after she passed away, it was gifted to me.
Oh, very nice.
So I put it on top of these 2 cabinets and painted those to match
Yeah.
each other. They didn't.
Oh, yeah.
They was identical as in make quality, but the colors didn't match.
So how did you built it out? These were obviously for the luggage on the
Yeah, that's
original
the
shuttle
original.
bus, huh?
And what I did is basically a no build beyond that front wall and like my bed facade right here.
Right.
It's all house furniture. Straight up moved in here,
Yeah.
molded down. This is a bed frame. It was
Oh,
my
it is?
grandfather's bed, is what it was. You can see it was there's a footboard.
Oh, yeah.
And that was your headboard up here.
Oh, so you just kind of utilized that part of it. And
Yeah, and that was gifted to me after he passed away. So
so you even got like a house freezer in here?
Yeah, I got a deep freezer.
Yeah. You don't see that too often. Oh, wow.
Straight up deep freezer.
Well, you got enough electricity to keep it going, I guess. With all that solar and batteries.
Well, I got enough power where I don't have to have it on for 4 days, and I
Nice.
still got power.
Very good.
It might run me down. I think 4 days, solid days, will run me dead. But beyond that, up here we don't have that problem. Back home, I had to watch my power still, even with everything I got.
Now, it looks like you're a collector of,
I'm an
Glassware.
old soul stuck in a new body.
okay. Yeah.
I'd rather live the old school way. Like, I grind my own meat.
Yeah.
I can my own food. And, well, you come down here.
Holy moly. You canned all that, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, you are old school. Now, here's a dog. Is this your dog?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I thought it was a stray dog.
No.
Hey there, doggy. He's like, what's going on in here?
But, yeah, I brought my instruments and everything with me. I
So
got
how-
a PA in the back.
Nice. So how long you been on the road?
I just started this year.
Oh, you did?
I built this build out in 4 months. I started in July. I built the build out, and then I went to work for a little while. I come back to my hometown, grab my rig. During the working time, I was selling the rest of my crap off, like my house and all my stuff I couldn't bring with me.
Yeah.
And hit the road on the 24th.
All right.
I come here and I started my nomad life on the first day of the year.
Wow. Okay.
Is the way I'm claiming it.
Yeah, you're pretty new then. Yeah.
Because when I got here, that's when I knew I'm too far away from home to call anybody to get any help.
Now, where's home?
I'm out here on my own. I'm now a nomad.
Yeah.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Before that, I was in my hometown.
Which is?
Columbus, Georgia.
Oh, Columbus. Oh, Georgia. And where's that from Atlanta? North or?
I'm south.
Oh, south. Okay. We got some relatives north in Georgia there. Okay, well, thanks for the interview, and looks like you got it set up right.
Oh yeah. And the music that's in the background is uncopyrighted music, so don't worry.
That's
about
good. I was just thinking about that. How do you know that? Are you psychic?
That's the music I use on my YouTube channel.
Okay. Yeah, I'm always worried about that. I was at a museum the other day and they were playing some 50s music. I thought, oh no.
Like I picked that music in particular for today.
Now say your YouTube channel one more time so I got that down.
Outdoors with an S, Gridhead.
All one.
Yeah, all one.
Right.
It's if you're looking it up on YouTube, just type in that and it'll come up.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you. I'll let you get some other people in here.
But I'm on Instagram, Facebook, all of it.
Okay. I just do YouTube. But I don't mess with Instagram too much, but I should probably. But okay, you have a good one. Right. Did you ride that out in the grass there?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me put you in the back here because
Okay.
my wrist is about gone.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I don't know if you can ride bikes out there. I got that little bike right there, a little electric bike.
I got an electric bike too with a small tire, and I was taking that at a swap meet, and then they said I couldn't do that anymore.
My name is Beverly Bauer.
Beverly Bauer. And do you have a YouTube channel?
I do not.
Okay, well, you better get one.
No, I just like to travel. I don't want to work anymore.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, the editing is a lot of work, yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me about your rig here.
I had it for about 2.5 years. This is my first long trip. You know, I live in just south of Atlanta, in Newnan, Georgia, home of Alan Jackson.
Okay.
So it was 2,000 miles for me to come.
Oh, okay.
So I was just taking a month. It's the first time I've taken that long. Usually I've just gone up back home to Michigan.
Right.
And up to the UP and over to Virginia, Cape Cod, or Cape May. But to some Pleasure Way rallies. It's a Pleasure Way, which is made in Canada. And they have rallies around the country.
Okay, my road trek is made in Canada too, yeah.
Yeah, so I've done those. And
so are you full-time or?
No, I have sticks and bricks at home.
That's what I have too, yeah.
I just retired the end of this year, so I got it so that when I want to take off, I can take off.
There you go.
I've already been to 50 states, but I want to spend more time in different 50 states.
This rig looks brand new. Is it brand new or?
It's a 19.
Oh, 19. Wow.
2019.
You kept it in nice shape.
Yeah, I'm actually the third owner. But
beautiful.
Yeah, I like it. It has everything: wet bath, microwave, convection oven, 2-burner, propane.
Very nice.
Fresh water.
Nice. Can I poke my camera in there?
You sure can.
I don't want to get your floor all dirty.
Generator. It's got no, it's okay. I got rugs down.
Okay, the back is kind of.
Yeah, the bed actually goes into a couch, but I just keep it as a bed all the time.
That's how our road truck is, yeah. It's a similar deal.
You can get it to be a queen bed, actually, if you fill it all in, but being single, I just...
Now this is a bathroom shower here.
Here's the bathroom shower here, yep. And this is just a closet, refrigerator, freezer.
Perfect.
TV they don't use.
Yeah, it looks very, very comfortable.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Now, do you use solar or?
I do. I have 2 solar panels up there, so I've been boondocking the whole time I've been here.
Oh, yeah.
You know, electricity.
Do these have generators too?
Yes, it has a generator.
Okay, the little own.
I haven't need to use that because the solar has been supplying everything. Between that and propane, because my heat is propane, and my refrigerator I can do propane.
Oh, good.
So that's been enough.
Yeah.
for me.
And you got your little electric bike there.
Yep, I have an e-bike. Get around town,
Yeah.
so I don't have to take this everywhere with me.
Yeah, I brought mine down too. So yeah, that's
But I love it because it's just under 21 feet, and I can park it in a regular parking space.
yeah. That's what ours is, 22 feet. Yeah, it's great for parking downtown areas. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just,
that's why I don't like. Well, another reason I don't put the bike on the back or another storage rack. You just got to be more minimalist and be able to fit everything
compact.
in it.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah, we had a big old motorhome. It's always like, and my wife loves to go shopping at thrift stores, where most of them in the downtown.
Well, I
area,
do
like,
too.
Oh man,
That's where I get my stuff.
Right? Yeah, she loves that stuff.
But you know, when you're camping, you gotta or traveling, you gotta be limited of what you really buy.
Right. Yeah, for sure. And
I
this
got these guys in the free pile from this guy.
Oh, those scorpions.
Yeah, so I've got to carefully transport them back home.
Yeah, right. That's neat. Somebody
Yeah.
made those out of copper wire or something, huh?
Yeah, they're all
Really?
wire, so
Wow.
you got to be careful.
Yeah, no kidding.
So they're fun.
Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate the
Thank you.
interview. And
what was your name, sir?
my name is Mike.
Mike?
My YouTube channel is up here, Whiskey Golf 7 Delta. If you want to take a picture of my head.
Yes. How about we do a selfie?
Oh, there you go. I like your
That's-
cowboy boots there.
Thank you. Everything gets so dusty here.
Okay, so
Let's see, the sun's over there.
yeah, it's yeah,
Maybe we get over here. Where the sun's not.
not as
You can
bright.
stand over here. How's that?
Okay.
I can see your hand. Thank you.
Okay,
I appreciate it, Mike.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Well, enjoy your day. You've been enjoying the RTI?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been here a couple times. I mean, not just this weekend or whatever, but yeah, I haven't done a whole lot. And I thought I'd just bring my van. And somebody said, "Well, you should bring your van in here." I said, I guess it's 22 feet and under, just barely, but
Yeah.
right. So,
Yeah.
so I did that.
I wasn't going to show mine, but then some people like to see one that's already factory built. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Where mine, you know, a lot of them are some beautiful customs here. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
don't get me wrong, but some people would like to see like what the
Right.
factory did. I didn't do anything to it.
And
you
mine's
know?
an older one. Mine's 11 years old.
Okay.
You know, it kind of shows you what you can get for a lot less money.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So it's just, you know, different. You can go in, you can stand up in there.
Well, I'll let you
Thank
get
you,
on with your
6 3.
tours. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Mike.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy.
Here's another Ram ProMaster. We can check this out. See, he's up to a tour. Hello. Can I poke my camera in and look at your rig?
Sure.
I can come in the back there, or poke my camera in there.
I just pulled in and this thing came down. I have to fix
Oh,
it.
okay. Well, I'll let you do that, and I'll come back.
Yeah.
You mind being on YouTube?
Yeah, sure. You want a tour?
Yeah, let's give a tour. So, what kind of car is this?
This is a 2020 Hyundai Elantra,
Oh, Hyundai.
and I called this the camping mobile. I bought this in 2020 with about 14,000 miles on it. It's got about 82,000 on it now. In the front seat right here, the passenger seat, I've got my refrigerator. That's an Alpacool C20.
Yeah.
Had that for about a year. I plug it into my Anchor Solix 1200 down here. Sits down in the footwell. I can charge both those off the car.
Uh-huh.
And then in the second door right here, I've got my water system, 5-gallon water tank, a funnel to fill it up because I go and get separate water bottles to fill it up, beats lugging it in somewhere.
Right.
I've got my Buddy heater, extra storage right over here with all my odds and ends that I use on pretty frequently. I got
Okay.
a stove.
So
And-
your bed kind of extends back into the trunk
Yes.
there area.
And then back here, I've got my window covers. These are the front ones, and the back ones have old CPU fans that I soldered these cables onto,
Sounds
so I
like-
can plug them into power banks.
Sounds like me. I'm always doing something with fans or soldering.
And then here in the back, you can kind of see the platform. I've got storage underneath here. Take these out, and I can show
Oh,
it to
okay.
you.
So where the spare tire was, you got.
Oh, the spare tire's still under
Oh, it's
there.
still under there. Okay.
This box is about 7.5 inches tall to where the base of the trunk is. I've got bins in there.
Well, you're taking advantage of every square inch, aren't you?
That I am.
So how long have you been on the road?
How long have I been on the road? I'm part-time,
Oh,
but
just
I've been
part-time.
for about a year.
Oh, you're okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then over here, here, you can kind of see my bed platform a little bit better. It's built out of 3/4 inch plywood and 2x4s. I
Perfectly
took the back seats out,
Okay, very
and then
good.
I sleep with my head on the center console.
Now let me ask you the question
Sure.
that everybody wants to know. How do you go to the bathroom?
How do I go to the bathroom? Usually it's not too big of an issue if I'm driving pretty far, or like if I'm
Rest
driving
stops
between
or
places,
whatever.
rest stops, truck stops. If I'm out in the woods, or if I'm in my car, that thing right there. that
Oh,
little
okay.
bottle Right
Yeah,
there.
there you go.
And then I've got a bucket, and well, not a bucket, but it's I've got a toilet, and I've got biodegradable trash bags.
Oh, okay. You know what we started using is pine pellets.
Really?
Pine pellets, you just keep a little baggies of them or something. You go pee in one, it'll absorb it, all of it.
Really?
Boom. And it'll absorb it, no order, no nothing. And you can just throw it away at the next.
Very cool.
Yeah, so you can use that in a full toilet too, but a lot of people I keep in my car a little baggie of them, just like if you gotta go real bad, then you just throw it away. You don't have to have any container. Yeah, so little tip there.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
that's
this
good.
is it. Oh, I
So
got-
where you all been?
So I am originally from Texas. I started out going up to, actually about a year ago, I drove through New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, California. That's the first big trip I took with this car. It was gone for about a month. And then in March, I went up to South Dakota, was up there for about 5 or 6 months working near Mount Rushmore. And then now I'm near Flagstaff.
Oh, okay.
So not too far.
Oh, very good. Where are you from in Texas?
Near Houston.
Oh, Houston. Okay.
About an hour outside of Houston.
We're going down that way. Me and my wife here in another couple weeks, anyways.
Very nice.
Something like that.
You going
yeah.
like down to Southeast Texas?
Yeah, down along the Gulf and Padre Island area, and that. So we'll be down towards Houston and
There is a beautiful place along the way called Davis Mountains.
Yeah?
It's a state park, and campsites you have to pay for, but they're really cheap.
Yeah?
It's beautiful there.
Davis Mountains.
Davis
I
Mountains.
remember that. Okay.
It's kind of a little bit out of the way. You'll go it's not like super out of the way. It's in a town called Fort Davis. It's kind of not really close to anywhere, but you'll just go through West Texas. You can get off the interstate, and there's an observatory there. The stars are amazing. It's
So how
absolutely
far is it basically off of 10?
Probably about an hour.
Oh,
It's
okay.
probably about 60 miles off the interstate, and you're still going to the southeast, so it's still
Oh, okay.
kind of
Good.
on the way.
On the way. Okay. So it's not up towards the Panhandle.
No,
area.
no, it's absolutely beautiful out there.
Oh, very good. Well, we'll check that out. Well, I appreciate the interview there, and I'll give you one of my cards if you want to look it up.
Sure.
And your YouTube channel is?
Travel Light Adventure, spelled exactly how it sounds.
Okay, very good. I'll look that one up and subscribe.
Appreciate it.
Okay. You have a good one, and happy travels.
Safe travels to you as well.
Thank you. Well, that was an interesting fellow there. He's kind of work camp, and he works for the national parks as concession places and stuff. So, very young guy, and he works and then travels and works and travels. The way to do it. Do it while you're young.
Perforated window tent.
Perforated window tent, and you can buy it at a sign shop. So that's the stretchable version. And then you just apply it on there like vinyl graphics or something? Or?
Yep.
Okay. Let's look into that because, yeah,
You put it on bigger, and then you take a razor blade at a 45-degree angle and run it around your window to trim it.
Oh,
You can
okay.
go right around here. Everything will function.
Is your rig out here with it on there?
It's at the RV park.
Oh, okay. I was going to say I'd go look at it, but yeah.
There's somebody out here got it, I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can't believe out in the desert that like every third car is not covered.
Right.
I did
Yeah.
it back in Georgia to keep the heat out.
Oh, yeah. I imagine, yeah, Georgia. Who in the summertime, forget it.
You could, I mean, if I was
How you doing?
trying to stop the heat in this one, I would get it wrapped from here up. I would just,
I might get a quote on that, Because, like I say, this becomes...
some people with really expensive cars, Ferraris and stuff like that, when they buy them brand new, they get them wrapped because it prevents the original paint from getting scratched.
Oh,
And then
okay.
when they get ready to sell it, they take it off and have it waxed and buffed, and it's perfect without a scratch on it.
Well, that's a good idea, yeah. Oh, cool. Well, thanks for the information.
If I see a perforated window down here, I'll come back and let you know. You can go look at it.
Yeah, anybody wants to go in, just pop in there and take a look. And the bathroom's on the left there. You can open up the door if you like. Don't worry about wiping your feet. I got to sweep it out later. I don't have carpets for a reason. Because of this dirt. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, this is just one of the kind of little booster battery. I got a whole bunch of batteries in it. Enough batteries to run the whole air conditioning and everything. This is a electric version of the Road Trek. Not the electric motor, but There's no propane or anything like that. It's got a diesel heater for heat, and then a huge amount of electricity to run the air conditioning and all that. So I kind of added all the batteries, but
And you have solar on the top?
yeah, just 250 watts, not big solar, but it keeps the batteries kind of topped off anyway.
So you generally charge them from something?
It's got an underhood generator that runs off the motor when you're going down the road. About a 5,000 watt generator under there.
Okay.
And then with the solar, it charges pretty fast.
Factory made, huh?
Yeah, it's a Road Trek.
Got it.
The company up in Canada made them.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. You're welcome. Got any questions there? Or?
I was just seeing how you got this battery.
Well, that battery is kind of my booster battery, and I call this my kind of backup charger. This one comes off the 12 volt alternator and charges the 24 volt system. It's a DC to DC charger. Just for a backup in case I have a failure in the alternator in the front. But in the back, I'll show you in the back here, it's got a huge battery bank back here. It's hard to see because I can't open that door very well, but back here is huge lithiums back here, and then there's batteries underneath this floor too.
Who makes your lithiums?
Those are Chin's batteries. They've been pretty reliable so far. So
Yeah, they're the ones everybody copied off of.
Yeah.
You know, they started, Chins came out, and then
yeah,
a lot of other brands came out.
I got
Basically
recommended.
Same battery, just
Yeah.
different label.
Yeah, they've been good batteries so far. I've used them
How long
for
have you had them?
the Chins about 3 years now or something. No problems. They only have about 100 cycles on them, but yes, they should go
So you
for a
don't
while.
travel all the time?
No, we used to, but now we had a grandson, so we kind of stay in one spot now in a house. So one of them type of deals. My wife wanted to stay still for a while.
I understand.
In fact, she didn't come down here with me because she's allergic to Arizona, the dust. Really like that too much, but yeah, it's got a big battery system, about 1,000 amp hours of battery, so I can run the air conditioner. Well, the open house is getting quite busy. I've given several tours here. I didn't think it'd be this busy. A lot of people interested in the band life. Road Trek, it's an older one, 11 years old. And it's got about 140,000 miles on it, but I kind of converted it into more of a fully electric. It came as electric, but I put the lithium batteries in here, and so it can run the air conditioning all night on batteries.
Yeah. Is this the bathroom?
Bathroom, yeah, you can open up the door there. Just
Because I want a bathroom.
pull up that, yeah.
Oh my gosh,
It's
that's
small.
pretty big. Well, I think big for.
It's small, but
Yeah.
it's a wet bath. It's got a
Yeah.
drain down there for a shower, and it works. It's like, you know,
That's good.
compact, but it does
Yeah.
work.
Well, that's all you need.
And 2
And
beds in
so,
there.
what's it? Do you use a sewage line for your toilet or what?
No, I converted that to a dry toilet.
Okay.
I use pine pellets.
Okay. Yeah.
And that really works well.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And I've seen the coconut core.
Yeah.
So.
The pine pellets amazing because, like I say, I don't have to drain anything. And
Okay. Okay. Good.
You want to?
That's good. Good layout. That feels real comfortable.
Yeah, it is. Thanks.
So yeah. Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. That's a 2014 Road Trek, like 11 years old. The older version, but the made in Canada Road Trek. I don't know if you know about those, but
Not heard of them.
they're pretty well made. And we travel with it 2 or 3 months out of the year now. We used to travel full time, but not anymore. We got a grandson, so. But it's been a pretty reliable rig. Yeah, the bathroom's on the left there, and it has a shower in it and all that. It's just very compact.
Cool. Absolutely, yeah.
14 Road Trek, made by Road Trek. Yeah, that is just kind of my booster battery to so I can get the air conditioner all through the night. It's got big batteries in the back, but the battery will run the air conditioner all night.
Nice.
So I kind of
Can you
could.
charge them?
It has an under hood generator, 5,000 watt generator on the engine itself. So when you go down the road, it charges them pretty fast.
5,000.
Yeah, there's no propane in this at all. It's
Yeah.
all electric. Cooking stoves electric. Everything's electric.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I love that you have air conditioning.
Yeah, go ahead and go inside. On the left is the bathroom if you want to look at that. The bathroom and the shower. On the left, yeah, right here, right there is the bathroom. Here, I'll open up the door for you.
Don't fall now.
Yeah, that's me. Right here is the bathroom, so you can look at it in there. I'll get out of your way.
Thank you.
But it's got a bathroom and a shower if you're kind of comfortable being in small spaces. How you doing?
Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, this is a 2014 Road Trek. It's a Mercedes. And it's got a lot of miles on it, but it's still running good.
Not too big.
It's got a separate tank where you can take it into the gas station and stuff.
it's built in.
Oh, it's built in. So I didn't know they had ones like that. So basically a little portable diesel heater.
Portable heater. You got everything.
So how does it vent out your window?
You got vented just like it would a regular.
Oh, okay. So you unhook the vent when you want to go fuel it up or whatever. And...
No, you have a fuel can.
Oh, okay. I see. You
Yeah,
just
I have
use a
a
separate fuel
5-gallon
can.
can.
Gotcha.
I like the two beds.
Yeah.
Back there. You can make it into one. I'm
You
sure.
can make it into one big bed, but me and my wife like it because you can get out easier. You know, the big bed you got to crawl over somebody, and it's just kind of a pain.
Make two.
Yeah.
This is nice. I had some friends I met some friends camping that had one of these. And
Oh,
I really
the
liked
Road Trek. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we like it. Yeah.
Theirs was from the factory, the way they made it, which it had the double beds. I
Right.
love that.
Yeah.
Really like
We
that
went
a
back
lot.
to the Chinook factory in Indiana.
Oh,
Last
I-
summer.
Toyota Chinook. I remember those.
Oh yeah. The old
Now they're either Dodge Rams, Fords, or
Okay.
Mercedes and stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, this one is my dream right now.
Yeah.
Is to have this.
Yeah, you can get them cheaper now because, like I say, you get when they get 10 years old or more, this originally sold for like 146,000.
Yeah.
I didn't even pay half of that.
We have a coach house now.
Oh.
Which is a big fiberglass thing. It's about 2 feet wider than this.
Oh, really?
It's built on a cutaway chassis.
Oh, okay.
Ford 2001 Power Stroke. So I have 7.3 turbo in mine.
Wow.
What's original in here?
The
The
ri-
equipment. Anything original?
Everything's original, but with electric wise, because this was built as an electric van.
Oh.
Electric, all utilities. It was kind of their first venture into electric. This was called an E-Trek.
Oh.
So originally had like big bank of AGM batteries, lead acid. And I took all those out and put in lithiums, and so now it's just all the lithiums now run the whole air conditioner all night. It's only got a small.
You got solar. How much solar?
Huh?
How many watts do you have?
Well, I've got about 1,000 amp hours of batteries, and lithiums. Yeah.
Okay, but how many watts of solar?
I only have like 250 up there. It's not big because there's not enough room up there, but
Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
It keeps the batteries topped off, basically. Yeah, that. But it's got the underhood generator, a 5,000 watt underhood generator.
What kind of air conditioning?
Yeah, it's under the hood. It's hooked to the motor. So when you go down this road, it charges the batteries a lot faster than an alternator would.
What kind of, what was I saying? Oh, shoot, forgot what I was going to ask you.
That's
oh,
me.
what kind of air conditioner do you have?
Oh, the air conditioner, it's like a Hutchinson, or I can't remember the Houghton. It's a Houghton. I
Is it 12
replaced.
volt?
No, it's 110 volt. But I replaced the original air conditioner. It was so dang noisy.
Oh.
I replaced this one very quiet, and this one's a heat pump, so it'll heat too.
Oh, okay. That's
So if your diesel heater, which has a diesel heater in it, if it ever went out, you can heat with that too as a backup or something. So,
yeah.
but the air conditioner is super quiet. You don't even hardly hear it at all.
Now, do you have a converter that you can run the air conditioner off your batteries?
Right. Yeah, it's got like a 6,000 watt inverter. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So
How long do the batteries last if you're...
it'll last. Depends on how much you're using it. I'm hardly ever going down below 70% in the wintertime. Now in the summertime, different. If you're running the air conditioner all night, you'll bring the batteries down to 25% or something. But what's that? 22 feet.
22 feet.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hard because I'm traveling to a new destination. Every day is a new destiny. Every moment's a new opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm just out here living the dream, trying to get from one place to another and to go where I am needed to help people. I've been out here giving people free advice about their solar panels, about their dreams, about their ambitions, what they need to help them along their journey. I'm kind of like this consultant a little bit. So I've been doing a lot of that out here. I also, main thing I do is I also do YouTube videos. And
So you have a channel?
yeah, I have a channel. It's only have about 11,000 subscribers at the moment.
Only 11,000? I've got 1,500.
I'm really crazy that this week I've been averaging about 100 subscribers a day, which is amazing.
I get about 2 a day, maybe. I'm lucky.
Yeah, I know that way it was like last week. Last week it was like 2 a day, and this week it was like 100 a day. It was-
Wow, because of the RTR?
I don't know. I think it's because they're shutting down TikTok, but
Oh.
and everybody trying to find something to watch.
Yeah, I'm not a TikTok guy,
But I'm not a TikTok guy, so I don't care. They can all come to YouTube and subscribe to my
So
channel.
where are you from originally?
So I'm from all over. My mom and my family from Seattle. And I stay there sometimes. I stay in my mom's backyard. I got a little shed back there in the backyard.
Yeah.
I stay sometimes with my mom.
Howdy.
But
You can go on in if you want to take a look at it.
I'm also traveled quite a bit.
Yeah.
I go
What kind of a rig do you travel in?
I just put my backpack. This is my rig right here.
Oh, okay, so you
Backpack on
just
and-
hitchhike around,
and
or
I
what?
just get on an airplane and hitchhike.
Oh,
and
okay.
I kind of do networking. I can't really put out my thumb right now because people don't pick you up.
Right, no, the hitchhiking is kind of died, yeah.
The whole hitchhiking, that you can walk out to the road and put your thumb out and wave at people and
Right.
they pick you up. That doesn't work no more.
No, you're right there.
You kind of got to do a little bit more networking now, talking to people,
Yeah.
offering gas money, that type of thing. To get rides places. I have to take Ubers and Lyft and taxis, public transportation a lot.
Okay. Now, what was your channel again? I don't know if I got that full channel name.
So my name is Eric the Dream Giver.
Eric the Dream Giver. Okay.
And I'm trying to look for members. If I get some members on my channel, so then I can afford to get a rig. If I get enough members on my channel, then I can afford a rig. I don't know how many members I need, but
Probably a lot. I don't think they pay too much. Probably $5 a month or
Well, the
something.
membership is $3.99 a month.
Oh.
I call it $3 a month a lot, but
Yeah, go in there.
it's really $3.99.
Yeah,
It's
on the
more
left
like-
there is the bathroom. and
It's
all
more
that
like $4, but it's something that's cheap enough for anybody, even on a strict budget, could maybe afford.
Right.
But it not like, but I don't want to be like $1 because it's like then it doesn't add up very quickly.
Right.
The bigger the amount per person, the least less members I'm going to need. Maybe eventually when my channel get bigger, I can drop the membership amount.
Right.
But
Well, that's a goal. Amazing you got that many subscribers. That's pretty good.
yeah, right now I have only 6 members, so.
Oh, okay. Well, that many
And-
subscribers.
but
Don't you?
I have 11,000. I make about $100 a month on YouTube.
Oh, because I
The
could say
revenue,
the revenue. Okay. See, I don't make anything there. I don't have enough people there or watch hours. What do they call it?
Very nice.
Oh, thank you.
I can give you all the. If anybody have a YouTube channel, that I like helping people with the channels. I helping people with the content. I have this nonprofit called the Rock Club Foundation. I've been thinking about changing it to the Dream Givers Foundation.
You can go on inside if you want. Okay.
And basically, I want to help creative people work together to make this sport better. I want to bring people
Right.
together. And so it's like, yeah, that's kind of what I've been trying to do. So like I used to help like bands, organize rock concerts
Oh,
back
yeah.
in when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And I put on like, you know, I was never really in a band. I always enjoyed playing music. I organized a bunch of shows. So I get a bunch of my friends together, about 5 different bands, and have them all played at a concert. But then I realized it cost so much to rent the venue. Then I started doing fundraising shows, and then we started doing, you know, and then I started helping out with different organizations and helping, and that's how the Rock Club became the Rock Club Foundation, and then you know, I no longer really worked with musicians, but I kind of worked with any type of artist to help with their art or facilitate. And then I just kind of help, but now mainly just me helping people accomplish.
Okay,
their
so
dreams.
on the road and stuff, when you're out here like this, what do you sleep in a tent or how do you?
Yeah, so when I'm out here, so I sleep in a tent sometimes, and you know, a lot of times I sleep in a tent even in the city if I'm traveling.
Yeah.
Most of the time, when I'm sleeping in cities and stuff, I try to sleep like I try to share housing. Like when I went to New York, I rented a room in New York.
Yeah.
Or rented a couch.
You can go on inside there if you like, and
You know, I have a friend in, you know.
the bathroom's on the left there. It's got a bathroom, shower. It's just small, but
So like I might have to rent we might rent a room or rent you know, or
oh, it's getting quite busy around here now. A lot of interest in people's rigs. Well, it's kind of wrapping up here, so I'm gonna attempt to ride my electric bike around a little bit with this camera and see if I can hold it in my hands. Might be a challenge. If I fall down, you'll know it. Here we go. Yeehaw! Yeah, it don't work too bad.
Series expect you to not get your money instead, but it's something you invested in. Now, the method that we were in the situation of, do I have a rig that can I can park on the streets of homeowners associations? I target.
There's the crowd over there.
Where I can get the most for my pet sitting, and I like to
Pretty
be
good
sure
crowd. It's kind of the wrapping ceremony, I think, at the RTR.
maybe for a schoolie that might not be an option for.
This is a balancing act. One hand for the camera, one hand for the bicycle. And this is a twitchy bicycle.
For a concentrated number of clients.
Yeah, so far I'm not falling over, so that's good. People have their dogs out here. They love their dogs.
I also make sure that
Hello.
if
Good. Okay, I'll stop this and I'll film some more later. Well, riding down through the vans here to see what I can see. Supposed to meet up with another fellow here, Dave, to see his van. He's got a Sprinter van that he built up. Here's all the open houses going on here. I checked out some of them, but didn't have time to check them all out.
My ex-husband and I used to have a sale.
Well, there's some more over here. There's even an old Volkswagen there. How you doing? Are you going to be up at the Lake Havasaw thing there?
I am not. My girlfriend is. She has an 85 as well. I don't
Oh,
know if she's
okay.
here. Have you seen her? She's got a yellow one.
No, I haven't seen it. Okay.
Have you, yeah.
thing is probably only worth about 20,000.
Wow.
My 58 bus would be worth 35,000 up there. Buses by the bridge.
Right,
Wow.
so that's why she's going.
Yeah, I'm going to go up there tomorrow
Yeah.
and check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, she's going up there tomorrow. Yeah.
I like the old Volkswagen
I'm
too.
gonna let everybody else take a peek, and I'm gonna go get my lunch. Good appetite. Thank you.
Bus by the bridge, maybe?
I'm not. No, she is. I'm not. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Original camper.
Well, not exactly.
Boy, that one's been modified for like an off-road rig. Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna go up to the Lake Havasu there, Havasu, and there's gonna be a big Volkswagen meetup there with these Volkswagen vans. Must be like 600 of them there, so that should be fun. Dave from Oregon. What part of Oregon are you from?
I'm from Portland, Oregon.
Oh, Portland, Oregon. Here, okay. And he's gonna show me his.
I've got a 2020 Sprinter.
Yeah.
And let me see, I bought it almost 3 years ago, and basically the paneling was in it. I built the cabinets. I raised the bed up so I can put my bike in the back. I've just updated
The awning.
solar.
Oh, the solar.
So I got a bigger solar. Yes, I put on the awning, but I kind of wish I would have done the awning because it's not as useful as I thought it was.
I don't hardly ever use ours either because the wind always comes up and messes you up.
I busted that thing all up.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, in the wind.
Oh, yeah.
So there's the solar I just put in.
Oh, you got a good
So I've
garage
got-
area there.
Yeah, it's a decent garage area. Chainsaw, bunch of tools.
Oh yeah, there's your
yeah.
your batteries.
I got the a lot of the Victron stuff.
230 amp hours. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got more battery than I need, which
I wish I had that charger there. Those are nice big chargers, but they're expensive though, aren't they?
these.
Yeah.
I bought that used a guy in McMinnville.
Yeah.
And he sold it to me for $500. He'd never hooked it up.
Yeah, because they're about double that, aren't they?
They are. They're
More than-
about 700 if you
Nice.
get them on sale. But I learned a lot doing that. I mean, it was, just being exposed to solar is, it's opened my eyes to the point that I'd like to possibly put it on a house someday.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
think that'd be fun.
It would be, yeah. You get some kind of capacity to store the energy somehow, or you can feed it back to the grid and sell it back to them, that
Mhm.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, but I've got a nice refrigerator. I love it. You can step inside if you'd like.
I'll just poke my camera and I don't want to dirty it up, but
You know what? I think I'll leave the back open if you're trying to give you better viewing.
okay. So that's where you carry your bike when you go down the road too.
No, short travel distance, I'll put it inside, and then when I'm going long distances, I have a rack
Oh.
that I take off the wheels, and it fits in the rack, so the rack is kind of holds it real
Oh,
sturdy.
okay. Very good.
So it makes it big enough that it just fits under the bed.
Oh, okay. So it fits right under there. Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, that's a nice off-road electric bike.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. It's got the internal motor there. What do you call it? The
Yeah, I was worked in cycling for a number of years.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
But that's got some good suspension. Yeah, you got the suspensions up here,
Mhm.
and the mid one
Yeah.
there.
It's still, I don't know, they're so rocky out here that
It is, I know.
it's not.
Yeah, I'm always
not as
hitting the little
inviting
rocks with
as
this
I
guy.
want.
I'm like, hey.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, very
well,
good.
actually, that is very practical for just getting to the store. I mean,
Oh yeah, it works good for that. Yeah, like
Yeah.
say I'll come in early into Court's site here, and then just to look at all the rocks stuff. I'll just park and then just take this and run it all over Courtside all day.
all day.
Oh yeah, all day, just going up through the rock, booths and up and down those places.
Oh,
And
nice.
yeah, I've done that before with my brother and stuff. He's had an electric bike, a little
I
trike.
love your switch. That's just so industrial.
Oh yeah, this guy here. Well,
Yeah.
I do like the way these things, when you plug in the battery, it sparks.
Yes.
I don't think that's good for the capacitors in these chargers. So this will it'll kind of soften it up a little bit.
Doesn't it soften it up if you put a resistor in line?
Yeah, you can put a resistor in there, but I just didn't want to do the old snap thing right here, because you plug it in here, boy, it almost draws an arc. So I put that on there, and then it's also kind of a security thing.
Yeah.
So people, if they just tried to jump on your bike, they wouldn't know that that switch was off or something like
Yeah.
that. But
Can
it's been a good
Tell
little
me
bike.
a little bit about your camera.
This camera. Okay, this is a Pocket 3. DJI Pocket 3. You know, DJI from the drone people, and it's been a great little camera. I've had it for about a year now. Amazing little camera. I've mounted on my dash on a mount up there, and it's like perfectly steady, you know, stabilized footage right out of your window there.
Does it take the vibration out?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it has
hardly
that
any
in it?
vibration.
It's built in.
It's just like you go up down like this, you don't even know it.
Wow.
And side to side, it's just very stabilized
That
because
is
they
so
use the
cool.
same kind of stabilization in their drones, you know. So
It's a synchro, or a gyro. I was just watching this guy fly his DJI.
yeah, I got a little drone too, but
Oh, you do?
it's such a little guy. I don't fly it in much wind. It's that little DJI Neo. You know what that model is?
No.
It's a little kind of a it'll fly by itself without a controller. You can just launch it from your hand, just say follow me, and it'll just follow you around. Or it'll do it in front of you, and it'll just kind of keep in front of you like this.
Wow.
It's a pretty neat little drone.
That is cool.
But like I say, there's so much wind down here, I haven't done much with it since I've
Well,
been
I
down
haven't
here.
gone there yet. I
Going to.
might get one down there.
Yeah, the Neo is like a $200 drone, but it's amazing what it'll do, just that little guy right there.
Well, you know, DJI just got into doing bike motors.
They did?
And,
Oh, I didn't know that.
They were the rage, or they made all the headlines when they came out.
Really, a bike motor.
So that'll
Yeah, they're kind of in trouble with their drones. I know they always seem like they're getting in trouble with the FCC or something, or FAA or whatever.
So do you have a license and all?
For the drone?
Gliders, yeah.
I did, but this one doesn't require a license
Hmm.
because it's under 6 ounces or 130 grams or something like that.
Hmm.
But no license required. And the neat thing about this one, it's so light that you legally can fly it over people without, you know, without getting in trouble. Because you know the big ones, you know, like fly, and it's got real good prop guards on it. So if it did hit somebody, I fly it around kids and stuff like that, and they're trying to grab it. You know, you can't get your fingers in there. It's just like a little light thing in the sky, like a little butterfly almost. Pretty amazing little drone for the $200. So
Hey, you sound like you really understand electronics. I was thinking about getting a radio, ham radio, or
Yeah.
there's another band that I guess now is less even regulated, or
GMRS.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I've
GMRS.
looked into it. A good friend of mine, he's been into ham since he was a little kid, and he was telling me to get into that.
Yeah, that's a good way to go because you know, you can get into the radios cheap, and like I say, they're pretty good range. They're about like the 2-meter radios.
Did you say GRM?
GMRS. It stands for like the Family Service Radio. I forget what the G stands for. General Family Service Radio or something like that. But yeah, they're just GMRS radios. But there's a ton of them out there. You can get them up to 25 watts for like your van if you wanted a big base station one, you know. And then have a walkie-talkie, or you could walk in the hills. You can get 10, 20 miles range, as long as it's line of sight, you know.
Yeah, that's what somebody said.
So they're a pretty good way to go if you don't want to get the ham license. But the ham license is pretty easy to get. The technician's license.
Yeah.
Easy test. I mean, it's just kids do it, you know. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So what else? How many miles you got on this van now?
I've got. I'm approaching 40.
40,000?
I bought it at.
I got 140 on ours.
15. And so I just use it. I have a car as well.
Okay.
But I don't tow it. But that's my driver when I go back home.
Oh, okay.
No aspirations to tow anything with this.
Right. No, I don't either. It's long enough as it is.
I've towed a pop-up tent, and I enjoyed it, but I've done that, and I'm not going back.
Right. Yeah, it's just nice to have it all right in here. You can park it anywhere. Just
Now you got a dually, right?
Yeah, it's dual. Yeah, because it's a 3,500, so it's more like a three-quarter ton or 1 ton. But it really needs it because the batteries, they had like 800 pounds of AGM batteries back in the back, so it needed the extra. It still got 5,000 pound towing capacity on that.
Yeah. But you've had pretty good luck with you have a Sprinter?
Yeah, it's a Sprinter, the 3,500 Sprinter.
Huh. You said you're at 140.
Yeah, 140,000, yeah. But most people say those go 200, 300,000, so I'm hoping so.
You do most of your work yourself on it?
I just change the oil and do minor things. I've done the EGR valve, taken that out, decarbonized it, and stuff like
I
that.
haven't done that. I'll have to get into that, I guess.
Yeah, it's not that hard to do.
No.
But It's usually when you first take it off the first time, it's all stuck because all the carbons kind of won't come out. So you got to kind of spray
How
some.
often are you supposed to do that?
It just depends on the fuel and this different things. But some people say, you know, maybe every 10 to 30,000 miles. I did it with mine about probably 20,000 miles ago. But they will carbon up, and then you'll get some errors. You know, like, well, I got an error bad enough where it wouldn't even let me drive for a while. Like, you only got so many starts left.
Well,
You
let
got
me
to
ask
fix
you
that.
this. If I'm out on the road, is that something I can do myself? And I've done a lot.
Yeah, you could.
Mechanically.
The only tip I would have you to say is look up online how to remove it, because you can make yourself a little stud that goes into where it's mounted, where it'll lift it.
Oh, yeah.
You kind of screw it in and it'll slowly lift it out. Because it's like aluminum on aluminum, and it's just kind of stuck in there. Like I say, it's just hard to get out the first time. And then I put just a small.
Can I pop my hood?
Yeah.
You can show me where it's at?
Yeah. Well, this is the 4-cylinder, right?
No, this is.
Well, that's a 6. Okay, so I should be able to show you where it's at there. You are, and like I say, you look online, it'll tell you what size of bolt and stuff to put in here, or I think it's on the back one there, where you can actually slowly lift it out. Kind of tap on it real lightly with a rubber hammer or something, and you slowly lift it out. Because they say the first time, they're kind of hard to get out.
So,
and you can leave the hoses hooked up there.
Okay, I'll check that out. I had not a hair-raising experience, but I had a kind of an intense situation where I changed the fuel filter and took it out on a trip, and I should have done the thing of take a short trip, but I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
And we're driving down the road, and I was just like, well, I want to look inside my engine. And so I look inside of it, and there's fuel coming out of the canister. There's a little clip that holds the on.
Yep.
You ever have trouble with that?
I've heard of people breaking those and stuff. You got to be real careful with it.
I didn't break the clip, but it didn't click.
Engage in all the way, yeah.
And so it bit me in the butt, but I'm here now and no fire, so.
Right. Yeah.